Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Didn't you just love these? Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you all so much for choosing to be here today. I really, truly appreciate it. In a previous video, we made these adorable, elegant, gorgeous folders for your important papers, your documents, your coupons, whatever you might want to put in them. And they were so easy to make. I'll have that video linked in the description box below. But at the same time that I was making this, I wanted to go ahead and make a box. But I didn't want the video to be too long, so I broke it up. So in the previous video, we made these. Today, we're going to make the box for it, and I think you're going to absolutely love it. Because, y'all, here is that beautiful box that we're going to be making today. Isn't this absolutely gorgeous? Y'all, I think it is. I think it's beautiful. It is a 10 by 9.5 by 2-inch box, and I put some of my sweet little feet on it, because I think those feet just elevate everything to a whole new level. So some of you who are very eagle-eyed, you're going to notice that I'm wearing the same clothes that I had on when I made this video. That's because I made both videos in the same day. But I didn't want the video to be too long. So isn't this absolutely fabulous? I think it is. So let me flip to my overhead camera, because y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, I don't know what's happening with my brain, but I completely thought that I was filming the video, and I wasn't. So I'm not going to start over, but I am going to walk you through what we're going to need for the project. Now, we're going to be using chipboard for this project, and we will be using a medium weight chipboard. And so I have two pieces that are 5 7/8 by 2, one piece that is 2 by 10, one piece that is 6 by 10, and I have already placed down one piece that is 9 by 10. So we will need these pieces for the medium weight chipboard. If you don't have medium weight chipboard, you can certainly try using cereal boxes double stacked or shoe boxes double stacked. Anything that you can join together to get the consistency of a hardboard, that's what you're going to want to use. So then for the rest of the project, we're going to end up with some scrap, and I have two scrap pieces that measure 2 1/4 by 12. I have two pieces that I have cut to 9 3/4 by 12. We will end up trimming one of these pieces, but I'm starting with two pieces that measure 9 3/4 by 12. Then we are going to have two pieces of 12 by 12 that we will need to join together. And basically, to join it together, y'all, I added a strip of tape, and I joined the two pieces together. That is the part that I thought I was recording, and I wasn't. And I went ahead and laid down one piece of the chipboard before I even realized that I wasn't recording. So that is all that was missed. Now we're doing the placement of our chipboard pieces. So what I'm doing is we're going to place our chipboard pieces down like this. And you just want to make sure that that center piece, the 2 by 10 piece, is placed on top of your seam, so that the seam of the two pages joined together is underneath the bottom of your box. So that's where we are now. So I'm going to go ahead and peel away the tape backer from this 2 by 10 inch piece, and I am going to put it down right there, and I'll be giving myself about 1/8 of an inch in spacing. And you can also use the 5-in-1 tool if you're not comfortable with your spacing. Just place it in like that, and that'll give you the 1/8 inch spacing that you need. So we are going to take this piece, place it down with about 1/8 of an inch in spacing. I'm going to take my finger blade, and we're going to remove some of this. So now I'll just take my stylus, go around the paper, and just put a score all the way around. I even go on the inside here. Doing this helps to loosen your fibers. It might help if you have a paper that is prone to cracking, but it's no guarantee that it's going to stop that cracking from happening. So then I'm going to stand this up, and I'm just going to very gently sort of dance it down, especially on the long side, because that's where I have the seams, the paper joined together. So now I'm going to take my finger blade, and we're just going to miter like that. If you're not comfortable doing the mitering technique, you can take your 5-in-1 tool, place it in the corner like this, and cut. So now I'm going to take my tape, and I am going to place tape on the outer edges here. And now that we have these edges covered in tape, I am just going to peel away the tape backers from the double stick tape. I get a lot of questions about why do you lay down tape just to peel it up? I'm not peeling away the tape, I'm peeling away the tape backer. I'm using a double-sided tape, and you can see the tape is still there. So now I'm just going to take this, stand it up, and fold it over. Take this, stand it up, and fold it over. Now I'll stand this up, and I'm going to pinch right here where I have the seam joined, and I am going to start folding over like this. Then I'll hold that seam, and we'll fold over. So basically, I'm just holding the seam to really try to help with the tension of the paper, that it doesn't all of a sudden just pull. So I'm pinching here, and then I fold over here. Now we're going to get this nice and stuck. So we're going to have two pieces that measure 9 3/4 by 12, and they will go on the inside like this, and I will have this side facing up. You can see that I don't have enough. I'm going to cut a piece at 7 1/4 by 9 3/4, and that should give me enough to be able to place down. So we're going to take our box, and we're going to place down some tape. We want to cover that chipboard. And remember, please check my Amazon storefront link that is listed in the description box. It says Amazon storefront link if you're interested in the wide tapes or other products that I use. So I'm going to take this tape, and we're just going to place it down. Then we're going to place tape on the inside liner piece as well. We'll set this to the side. I'm going to bring in this piece that measures 9 3/4 by 12, and I am going to add tape on all 4 sides of this. All right, y'all, so I have added tape around the outer perimeter of the 9 3/4 by 12 inch piece. And then I added tape around the 7 1/4 by 9 3/4 inch piece. But I also put down some extra strips of tape so that when I do the overlap, everything is covered with tape. So I'm going to go ahead and peel away all of these tape backers, and I will be right back. All right, y'all, all the tape backers have been removed. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to place down the smaller piece. So I am just going to put this down. You can stand up for this part if you want. I'm going to take this piece. Let's take it and match the two as best we can. So now I'm going to take my big old spatula, go ahead and get that nice and stuck. Then I'll bring my spatula in this way until I find that spine. And then I'll just start working the spine. And then I'll bring it in this way to find that spine. And the paper that I'm using is a fairly thick paper. So I am making sure that I work my spines well. And so now you can see our little box is really starting to come together. We will be taking our side pieces and we're going to put them in like this. And when you put them in, you're going to place them in so that they cover this pattern paper. We're going to place it so that we're hitting the outer edge of the inside liner. It'll make sense in a few minutes. So now I'm just going to take my tape off. We're going to bring in the chipboard piece that measures 5 7/8 by 2. And we'll put that down like that. Then I'm just going to take my finger blade, remove the excess here, and flare out. We'll do the same thing over here. Remove that excess, and then flare out. So this time I'm going to use my glue because I just don't feel like laying down any more tape. So I am going to place glue on this piece. We'll pick it up and fold it over like that. Just go ahead and get that nice and stuck. And now I'll just take my finger blade and go in and remove the excess. Y'all, that is easy peasy. So I'm going to take this one and we'll do the same thing. So I'm just going to take this piece, put it down like that. Then we will remove the excess and flare out. Same thing here. Remove that excess and flare out. So now I'm going to take my glue, place my glue on this piece. And we will fold over like that. Get that nice and stuck. And then we just remove the excess. So now comes the really fun and easy part. Y'all, I am going to add glue on the 3 raw edges of the chipboard. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you know this is something that I do. to put my boxes together. And if you're new, you might say, that's not going to work. Trust me, it works. I have never had one of my boxes to come undone. So then we just place glue on all 3 sides of the chipboard. And then we're going to take it, put it in like I demoed, and we're just making sure that we place it on the outside where this pattern paper is. That's how far in you want to go. You don't want to place it on the inside liner. So now that we have it like this, what I do is I press down and I squeeze in. You might be tempted to do this with hot glue, but I wouldn't, because you need the wiggle room that you get from your wet glue or your white glue. The hot glue is just going to give you such an immediate stick that you're not going to have the time that you need to be able to finagle it into place if you need to. So again, just press down and squeeze in. And I'm just going to let this dry for a moment before we place the other one. All right, so now I'm going to take my second side piece and we're going to place glue on all 3 sides where the raw chipboard is showing. And so now we'll take this piece and we'll just slide it in like this and that. So press down and bring the front and the back in. All right, y'all, so we have both of our side pieces in. You can see how gorgeous this is on the side. You can see glue at the bottom, but that glue will dry clear. We just need to let this dry. All right, y'all, so our box is done. It just needs to dry a little. But while it's still drying, I'm going to go ahead and just add a very simple bow to the front. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I know that I really didn't want to do anything too much to it. I wanted to keep it very simple, but I am going to splurge and add some feet to the bottom. So y'all know I love my little metal feet. I have those feet there. I'm going to take one and place it right there. Then I'm just going to put my glue down because it's going to be easier for me to do it like this. Place my glue there. Take another one of my little feet. Put it in that glue. And yes, I use a lot of glue to place the feet because I want to make sure that they're going to stay. So we'll just place that glue right there. And y'all, my reptile adhesive will most certainly hold these metal feet in place. And it's just something about the metal feet, y'all. Once you add them, they just elevate the look of your project because this ends up looking like a nice little piece of furniture. So let's go ahead and just press that into place. I am going to stand it up so that it can dry. Turn it around towards you so that you can see how pretty that is. All right, y'all, so there is our simple but elegant box. Let's go ahead and take the folders and place them in so that you can see how well they fit and just how beautiful and professional this is. So if you're planning on making these folders in this size, this is the size box that you want to make. If you decide to make your folders larger, then you'll need to tweak your sizes and also make adjustments to the size of the box so that it will fit the folders as well. But this is our project for today, a nice 10 by 9.5 by 2-inch box to hold those wonderful folders that we made. Remember, the folders are going to be linked in the description box below. But y'all, I think that this is just so gorgeous and so absolutely elegant. What a beautiful, beautiful way to keep up with your papers, your coupons, your trackables. It is a great way to do that, and you'll be so proud to have this sitting out in your home office, on your countertop, on your desk at work, wherever you might be. This is gorgeous. So I hope that you have enjoyed this really simplified way of making this beautiful, beautiful box for your folders. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.